How inappropriate to call this planet Earth when it is quite clearly ocean. The greatest tragedy in mankind's entire history may be the hijacking of morality by religion. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius and we're skeptical. Reading computer manuals without the hardware is as frustrating as reading sex manuals without the software. Politicians should read science fiction, not westerns, and detective stories. I don't believe in God, but I'm very interested in her. The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. If an elderly but distinguished scientist says that something is possible, he is almost certainly right, but if he says that it is impossible, he is very probably wrong. Sometimes I think we're alone in the universe, and sometimes I think we're not. In either case, the idea is quite staggering. It has yet to be proven that intelligence has any survival value. Human judges can show mercy. But against the laws of nature, there is no appeal. There is hopeful symbolism in the fact that flags do not wave in a vacuum. This is the first age that's ever paid much attention to the future, which is a little ironic since we may not have one. The intelligent minority of this world will mark January 1, 2001 as the real beginning of the 21st century and the third millennium. I have a fantasy where Ted Turner is elected president but refuses because he doesn't want to give up power. We have to abandon the idea that schooling is something restricted to youth. How can it be, in a world where half the things a man knows at 20 are no longer true at 40, and half the things he knows at 40 hadn't been discovered when he was 20? Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I don't pretend we have all the answers. But the questions are certainly worth thinking about. New ideas pass through 3 periods. 1. It can't be done. 2. It probably can be done, but it's not worth doing. 3. I knew it was a good idea all along. The best measure of a man's honesty isn't his income tax return. It's the zero adjust on his bathroom scale. It may be that our role on this planet is not to worship God, but to create Him. It is not easy to see how the more extreme forms of nationalism can long survive when men have seen the Earth in its true perspective as a single small globe against the stars. Our lifetime may be the last that will be lived out in a technological society. When a distinguished but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. When he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. Perhaps, as some wit remarked, the best proof that there is intelligent life in outer space is the fact it hasn't come here. Well, it can't hide forever. One day we will overhear it. Every revolutionary idea seems to evoke 3 stages of reaction. They may be summed up by the phrases: 1. It's completely impossible. 2. It's possible, but it's not worth doing. 3. I said it was a good idea all along.